Hello, I am back. So my next guest is the fantastic Heavenly Helen. And I'm going to bring her on so she can tell you all about herself, because there is just so much to know, basically. And if I tried telling you, I wouldn't do her justice. So here she is. Hello.
Hello.
Thank you for joining us.
It's lovely to be here. It's absolutely, this has been the best parathon. I've been glued to it. Everybody's been so amazing. How you've all kept awake and kept strong and vibrant, I've no idea. It's amazing.
Neither do I. It must be all the strong energies and everything that everybody's sending us in, helping in, you know, all the support that everyone's given us and all the positive energy that we're receiving. So it's just keeping us going, basically. I think that's what it is. And the coffee helps, obviously. And
I mean, vibrant energy is very good, but you can't beat coffee. That really does help. So yes, yeah, I agree.
Definitely. Oh, got lots of people joining. Oh, they're literally lots of people joining all at once.
We better keep talking then, Karen. We better keep talking. We better keep talking.
We better had. I'm just going to go through the comments quickly. Sophie says, hey again. Sophie has actually been watching since we started at 10 o'clock yesterday morning. She's had us on YouTube on her TV since yesterday.
Wow, Sophie, you are doing very well. Thank you so much for staying awake for this interview. Thank you.
Catherine says, hi. Ian Willowbank, hi, Helen Hearn. Made it as promised.
Oh, hi, Ian. Hi, lovely. Thank you.
He's lovely. Tina says, hi, Helen. Mr. Barry Guy says, hi, Helen.
Mr. Barry Guy. Hello, Mr. Barry Guy.
Oh, don't do that. He came in 5 minutes towards the end of my last interview, so he got telling off.
Fashionably late, that is.
Yeah, that's what I said. So that's why he's turned up on time for this one.
Thank you, Barry. Thank you.
I love to wind him up. I do love him, really. It's a good job he knows me well enough, isn't it? Gemma says, hi, Helen. Catherine said, hi, Helen. Kelly Kennedy, hi, Kelly. Kelly's literally been here, I think, since yesterday as well.
I know. I think she's done very well. I keep seeing Kelly's name come up. She's doing very well. I mean, how can you not? You watch it. It's addictive. Just watching it is fantastic.
Haunted Scouse. He gets mentioned on every single feed now. You know, he's probably had more publicity than anybody else in the last 2 days. Mark says, "Hi, Helen. You're amazing."
Thank you.
Sue says, hello, Helen. Looking forward to your talk. Chris says, hello, lovely ladies. This festival has been phenomenal. I'll be watching all these videos back for weeks. Gaynor says, hi, Helen. Barry's complaining because he's got a paranormal hangover.
Oh, I bet he has.
Hangover. I haven't been to bed yet, mate. Christine says hi, or Vanessa says hi, Helen, and Philip says hello, Helen. Okay, if I miss anyone, sorry, but we're going to get on and find out all about you. So, anyone that doesn't know about you, take it away.
Right, I'll tell you. I shall tell you. If you don't know about me, I shall tell you. So, I'm a natural born clairvoyant. I've done this all my life since a child. I do tarot readings, crystal ball, and I do healing. I've been healing since a very young age. And I'm also a hypnotherapist, so I do hypnosis and paranormal investigations. Everything about my life is paranormal. I love the paranormal. I remember years ago saying to the teacher at school, so one day, you know, everything paranormal will be normal in years to come. And he sent me out of the class. But I do think it's true. I always say I'm the most loved or the most hated at a dinner party because of what I do.
That's fair enough.
True, isn't it?
So firstly, today, can we talk about hypnosis and in what ways you use it?
Well, I have a healing centre where people come to see me for different things: healing, hypnosis. Sometimes they're a little bit broke. They're a bit they may suffer with anxiety, maybe they can't sleep. So I will then create a hypnosis just for them. Hypnosis is the most beautiful feeling ever, but a lot of people worry about it, and it's got bad press. People think it's, stage hypnosis where you've been made to do something, but you're not. It should be called relaxation. That's what it should be called, really, because it's just me boring you for an hour, just like now. So I literally just talk in a very drony voice and soothe you, because your subconscious mind, your whole mind, 88% of that is your subconscious mind, and it's recording all through your lifetime and your past lifetimes. It's like a little CCTV camera, and it's recording all the time. So we need to get in there to find out what's going on in your subconscious mind and what we can change. But to get in there, this front part of your mind, your conscious mind, it's 12% of your conscious mind. It's like a big bodyguard, and it says, no, you're not coming in. So I've got to bore the front of your mind, basically. So I've got to make it switch off so I can come through. So the way to do it is to soothingly talk to you very slowly and very relaxing, and you to close your eyes, and suddenly your conscious mind will think,
don't start, because I'll be asleep.
I know it's very easily done. It's very easily done. I see people like this all the time, close their eyes when I'm talking to them. So it's about fooling your conscious mind into resting and going to sleep, and allowing it to trust you. And then I can go in your subconscious mind and talk to you about anything, any phobias, helping you to sleep, anything to do with weight. I have a lot of people that want to lose weight. So, I'll talk to them about how they really want to eat salad and healthy food, and they really want to go to the gym. And it's that sort of thing. I'm sort of suggesting to your subconscious mind how you want to live your life. And then you will wake up in an hour's time, open your eyes, and you'll say, Doc, I don't think I was under. It didn't work on me. That's what everybody says. Everybody says that because they can remember the whole thing. They can remember me talking, and they can hear the traffic in the background, and so they assume they've not gone under, because the word under scares people. They think they're going into a big trance, but they're just closing their eyes and they're going to relax. And then they'll leave my room, and suddenly they just go straight past McDonald's. They don't want that burger anymore. They just want that salad, or they want to get on a plane because they're not scared anymore. The fear's gone. Depends what they've come for. But and then of course I record it, so then they can listen to it as often as they want to. The more they hear my voice hypnotize them, the deeper they go. So once they've been once, and then I record it for them, every time they hear me, they'll go deeper and deeper. So it gets stronger. So it's amazing. You can help with anything with hypnosis, any ailment.
Wow. And in relation to hypnotherapy, people will say it's on a par with past life regression, because it's a similar kind of thing. You're putting someone under in a way, but for a different reason.
Yes.
How can you explain to us the difference, if possible, and how the two different things work? So
hypnotherapy, when I'm doing hypnosis on you, it's because you've got some sort of ailment or issue that you want correcting in your life. But sometimes that might go back to a past life. It might not be this life. I've had hundreds and hundreds of cases where people, for example, had a lady that could not, there's so many, but had a lady that couldn't sleep, and I regressed her back to childhood, went into the womb, and then went backwards into the past life, which is so exciting. I love going in that area. And then it turns out that she was a night watchman in France. So to her, nighttime meant staying awake. I've got to check the border, see what's going on. That was where she was. So every time she still had that old memory. Sometimes you have old memories from past lives. So then with hypnosis, I can then say, let's let go of that memory, and now we live in the present. We're living in 2020 as such, and it's gone. So then they go to bed and go to sleep. But there's so many that, there's ailments. There's people that suffer with migraines. I've found nearly 100% of people that suffer with migraines were killed across the head in a past life, and that was the last thing they felt. So they've kept that pain with them in this life. So there's all sorts of things. There's all sorts of reasons why I would regress somebody, but also it fascinates me because I always take them
I
back
think
to.
it's so interesting.
No, it is interesting. It is. It's fascinating. I take them back to those last few breaths of their last life, and I'll say to them, take your last few breaths, and I'll say, where are you going now? And it just goes quiet, and then they all say, home. I'm going home.
Wow.
So we're all going home, and it's so lovely. So we're all going home. And then when we go home to that beautiful spirit world, and then we're joined by our loved ones and our children and our children's children, and then we all seem to get reborn again. Most of us stay together. There's a few exceptions, but most of us sort of stay together and have another chance at life. It's all about having another chance and going up that ladder to enlightenment. So regression is really important. Once you know why you act in a certain way, then because it was to do with the past life, you can then let it go and move forward in this life. So it's amazing. Have you ever been regressed, Karen?
No, it's definitely something I'd like to do, though.
It is. It's lovely, yeah. I also do progression, so I take people forward.
I've done that.
Have you?
Yeah. I didn't know it was a thing.
It is a thing.
Not a thing, but some friends of ours, it's something that they do.
Wow.
And they, would you like to experience? I was like, oh, I don't know. I was like, I want to do past life. I said, but then I didn't know it was I thought that was just past life. I thought it was the only thing you could do. So when they told me that no, you can go forward, not just back, I was like, oh, okay, then I'll give it a go. Why not? And actually, everything that came up, it was over the next 2 years, and that has happened in the last 2 years.
Yeah, amazing.
So it has all basically come true and come into fruition. They said, pretty much everything I said has happened within not much out of the time scale, actually.
And that's amazing because we're all living on a certain timeline. So, whether you're reaching into the past or the future, we're all there. It's like when you send healing. I try and explain this because I teach healing. I'm trying to explain about how to send distance healing. It's all along this certain measured line. So whether you're sending it to the past or the present or the future, it's still going along that invisible line. And that's where you're going with progression. But progression can be really scary because you don't know. I mean, I have had people that mad cow's disease. Remember when that came? I remember someone predicting that.
Yeah, I remember that.
Progressed them, and I thought mad cow's disease. And there was talk of COVID at one stage as well with the progression.
Wow.
Just a terrible virus that was going to take over the world for 2 years and then go. And that's what one of my clients said. So we're in the first year. We'll see what happens next year, and then
no, I have it for 2 years. Got too much planned next year. I haven't got to
but look what we can do. We can reach the world now with virtual. Isn't this fantastic?
I know.
This wouldn't have happened a while ago. Now, even doing the Zoom classes, and I do Barry Guy's wonderful workshops, and I do my own workshops, and I love the fact I can just be in someone's living room just with a switch clicked. It's amazing. Yeah. So I think I think this is moving forward anyway. We'll still have hugs, real hugs and handshakes, but I think at the moment we're all managing to adapt really well. I think the world's going to be healed.
I think that's what we need.
Yes, we do.
Miles says Helen has helped so many people.
In what way? Yes, thank you.
We've already got your. See, they're on it.
Yes.
Link in the comments. That was right at the beginning. I'm going back towards the beginning now. Ian says, that's quite interesting. Ian says, Helen was actually sent me hypnotherapy sessions to use for my healing and to help with my current study exams, helping so much.
Now, what you have to remember is when it comes to exams, you're not cheating. Because a lot of people say, oh, I can't have hypnosis for exams because it's cheating. It's not. It's just sometimes when you go to do an exam, you can't quite recall everything you've studied. So when it comes to hypnotherapy, then you can that information can come straight to the forefront of your mind and you can remember it. So hypnotherapy will help with anything to do with exams, healing, all sorts of things, you know, medical conditions. You can even slightly change the shape of your body, slightly, with hypnosis. You can change a few things. So it is amazing. I've helped a lot of people with alopecia. Had a gentleman that had no eyebrows, and he desperately wanted his eyebrows to grow back. So we convinced his mind that he didn't have alopecia, and they all grew back. It's still very much a grey area in science, hypnosis is.
Yeah.
I think they're a little bit scared of it.
Oh, she's frozen. She will be back with us very soon. Oh, you're back. You froze then for a second.
No, hypnosis, and and I've been doing it for years, and I know it can help with everything and anything when it comes to physical, spiritual. At the moment, I'm helping people to access their psychic mind through hypnosis. So there's all sorts of things it can help with.
Oh. My husband's being cheeky, but I'm going to put it on anyway. Yes. Do you hypnotize people at parties to get free drinks?
Of course. How do you think I got on this show? How do you think I got on this? Karen, you will interview me. No.
That's what that was you sent me. So when I've been listening to this stuff before going to bed, it's all a facade. All you've been doing is trying to get, that's what it was. You just wanted me to get you on here.
Exactly.
Now I know. And I fell for it too. And it worked.
It's true. No, you can't. Seriously, you can't make anybody do anything they don't want to do. So
you've got free will.
Yeah, it's free will. So if somebody comes to see me, so there's two types of people. If somebody comes to see me because they genuinely need help and they want whatever the situation is, and then I'll lie them down, and the first words I'm saying to them is close your eyes and relax. Now, they might think, no chance, I'm not relaxing. So then they won't relax. And then suddenly their eyes are wide open and they say, no, she can't hypnotize me. That's because they won't. I'm only as good as my last client. So I'm just asking you to close your eyes and relax. And hopefully you will close your eyes and relax. But then I do get people in when it comes to things that they're addicted to, like smokers. If a mother drags a 19-year-old son in here by the collar and says, hypnotize him to come off the cigarettes, probably it's not going to work, because he doesn't want it. But then when someone comes in and says, please help me, I've got to stop smoking, or I've got to change my eating, I've found out I've got diabetes, I've got to change something in my life, and they want to change, then they can change within an hour. Within an hour, it'll change.
Oh, funny to say, because Sarah's comment is saying, myself and my husband spent a lot of money to stop smoking by getting hypnotized. Unfortunately, it didn't work and we were gutted.
I hear a lot of that, Sarah. I hear a lot of that. And usually, did you feel comfortable with your hypnotherapist? Because I was hypnotized many, many years ago, and I wasn't very comfortable at all. He had little glasses and a clipboard. Right, close your eyes, go to sleep, go to sleep. I thought, I don't think I can. I don't think I want to. It made me feel very uncomfortable. I said, what if I don't wake up? What if I don't wake up? And he said, yes, my garden's full of people what haven't woken up. So obviously I'm not going to relax then. So it depends. It depends what relationship you've got, but because of what I do, because I'm a healer and a clairvoyant, my room is very relaxing. I basically put you to bed. I lie you down, I snuggle under a blanket, and then I do a bit of healing on you first to relax you. I'll look at your aura and I'll with very green.
Oh, she's frozen again. Sorry, guys.
Purple auras like self today, Karen, you're very purple today. That's all your head, that's all your third eye. It's all to do with your psychic mind. So then I'll talk to you more on a psychic level. So I will look at you with your aura through my psychic eyes before I even lie down and do the hypnosis. So I think I would be able to help you, Sarah.
Okay. Well, your link is in the comments and she can contact you. Tina says, Helen fixed me. I was a totally different person after she's gone. Okay, I'll carry on reading it anyway. Helen fixed me. I was a totally different person after she's amazing. I've been going to her for years. Okay. Let me go on to the comments. I'm going to read some of your comments while we wait for her to come back because she's having technical issues, unfortunately. Mark says, Helen's helping me with my skin problems with hypnosis. She's fantastic. Okay. I will ask your question about the dreams shortly when Helen comes back. I'm interested in trying to link into a previous life if you can do that. That is something. How many of you out there that are watching, how many of you would be interested in past life regression? Just out of interest. Hello.
Hello, I'm back. I keep flitting in and flitting out. I'm not sure what's happening with the internet. It's me and you, Karen. Too much psychic energy going on. It affects it.
Well, I just went off on a tandem and started reading some of the comments out that weren't questions, basically. Because we got a few questions. What I was saying was, Tina said, Helen fixed me. I was a totally different person after. She's amazing. I've been going to her for years.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Haunted Scouts, do you think that, hold on, can't get words out. Do you think that is what dreams contain then, Helen? Memories of previous existence, hence the strangers we create in our sleeping state? Oh, that's interesting.
Haunted Scouse, you asked some great questions. Do you know that? I've been looking at your questions throughout the day and yesterday. So firstly, it's impossible. It is impossible to make up a face in a dream. So if you're dreaming of somebody that you haven't met before, it could be someone from the future, it could be someone from the spirit world, or someone from a past life. Because your subconscious is recording all the time, you will have seen people. So for example, Haunted Scouse, if you were walking down the road today, see lots of different faces walking past you, but you don't need that information, so you won't remember it. But then if I hypnotized you, if I said to you, how many people have you seen? You say, how do I know? Whereas if I hypnotized you and said, how many people have you seen today? You'd say 103 and you'd remember them all, because I've then got into your subconscious mind. So usually people in your dreams are people that you've met in this life that you don't need to know. So they've gone to the back of your head somewhere.
That's interesting. Kelly says, I need to connect with you, Helen, so you can help me with psychic development.
Yeah. Yes, Kelly. Yes. Well, I don't think you need it, do you? I saw you on the workshop. You're absolutely fantastic with your remote viewing. But yeah, I do. I teach psychic development because, you see, when I was young, anything to do with the psychic world and the paranormal world was taboo. It was taboo. You couldn't talk about it. I was always getting sent home for reading palms in the playground and looking at people's auras. And I used to know what the teacher was going to write on the blackboard and, again, sent out the class. And so, but now it's a lot more, I was going to say trendy. It's just a lot more accepted. So when it comes to, we are all born with six senses. We are all born with it. And we just forget the sixth one. We let it sleep. We let it lie dormant. Our parents knock it out of us. But it's all there. So what I'm doing is giving you the tools to awaken that sixth sense. And you...
Oh, she's frozen again. I think, yeah, Dennis is commenting.
Most important thing is I also teach you how to close it. Because this third eye here, this amazing third eye, it can see anything. Remote viewing, you can travel into different worlds, in different planes with this third eye. But you don't want to be doing that when you go to sleep. You need to normalize yourself. So just a very good tip really is, I always imagine that the third eye here, which is where your psychic mind comes from, is like a camera. And just imagine that before you go to sleep, you put the lens cap back on, and that's it. You've closed off for the night. Because, you know, I might want to just watch a movie. I don't want to have a lot of people. I don't want to be picking up everything, seeing everything auras. And so the good thing is,
it's important for your own house to close off and to shut down and have that time to recuperate and, you know, to have that relaxation that you need and to heal yourself. and to heal yourself from everything you've had, people you've come into contact with, the energies and everything else, isn't it? It's really important.
Absolutely. You need to rebalance, recharge. Sleep is where you repair. It's very important, and hardly any people sleep in this day and age, but sleep is so important to repair. And your chakras, you've got these 7 energy centers down your body.
Yeah.
Well, actually, we've got 88,000 tiny little chakras throughout the body, but we won't talk about them. But the 7 main ones, they are supposed to spin. It's a certain frequency. They are supposed to be open, awake, and ready. And then when you're completely balanced, all your chakras are completely balanced, you will live a very healthy, happy life. You'll feel good. You'll feel energized. Everything about you'll feel fit, healthy. You will love your fellow neighbors as such, because each chakra does different things. I do a lot on chakras. I do workshops regarding them, because your chakras are not just there for healing purposes. They are there. They affect the way you behave. So if your base chakra, your bottom chakra as such, if your lower chakra, the base chakra, it's very red. Now, if that's out, you'll talk a lot. No, but you'll talk a lot. And I've seen people before, and they're just talking all the time, and they're not listening. They're not taking on anything I'm saying. I'm thinking their base is a little bit out. If you're having a problem with the relationships, when you say to yourself, "Oh, I just keep meeting Mr. Wrong. I don't know what it is. It's just something about me. I keep choosing the wrong person." No, your sacral is out, which is the next chakra up. So once we sort that one out, that's to do with how you are in a relationship. So it's actually, each one does so many things. So once they're all balanced, then you will live a happy, lovely life, and you'll have friends, and you'll reach your wildest dreams. And that's what it's all about, keeping nice and balanced with each chakra.
So just to recap for my husband's sake, when I'm waffling and not listening, it's because of my base chakra. You heard it here.
That's right. Just say, look, it's not me. It's my base chakra. It's not my fault. Yeah.
So from now on, I'm blaming you. Anyway, I'm joking. I think this is Dennis. This from Dennis from our team that was co-hosting with me yesterday. He says, "I'm interested in trying to link into previous lives. If you can do that," he says, "can you help me with linking into my past lives?" Oh, past lives. Yes, I think the pixies are playing us up. We've got gremlins or something, because you're freezing again. Are you with us? Can you hear me? Oh,
I've got you back. I don't know where we keep going now. Honestly, I do really believe, when I do paranormal investigations, the equipment goes like this all the time. And I honestly think it's to do with, it's the paranormal worlds. They drain your battery life to come through. And we've got some people, there's a lot of spirit people here at the moment. I know we're supposed to be talking about hypnosis, but there are so many. I feel like I've got them sitting next to me. They're always with you, Karen. So that will affect our internet signal, definitely.
Well, funny, I was actually, just before we started the live with Gary earlier for him to do his readings, I sat there and I went, "What's the matter?" And I went, "Someone's just sat next to me." I said, "But I'm like, I haven't got time for that. I'm far too busy with this."
I know.
And I wasn't doing the readings. I was just introducing Gary. That was all. So there was no way I was going to start reading.
But once the spirit world come, they do need your battery life. That's why on paranormal investigation, it's so difficult to prove that they exist. Every time you try and say, look, here's what, your camera's died. The lights have gone. Because they do need that equipment. So I do think it affects this.
Right. Sue says, she's experienced it before and it's amazing. So, I think she's tried hypnotherapy or past life regression.
It is amazing. It is amazing. Like I say, a lot of people are scared of it and they won't allow themselves to go under. It's that word, under. But you go to many different levels in hypnosis. You go very relaxed, very deep. There's one which is so deep. It's called somnambulism. And that
Right.
is so deep. And that's where you go in the sleepwalking state. So that is where you'd go into the stage hypnosis. When you sleepwalk, you're still moving, your body's still moving, you're still breathing, but you're just completely, your mind's somewhere else. It's completely open. And I love that. That's where I need to get you for past life regression. That's where we need to go, because once we go back to the womb, it's amazing as well, how many people aren't happy in the womb. I've done that a few times. I've asked them, I've take them back, take you back. Okay, you're in the womb. There you are. What are you thinking? What's going on in your mind? And sometimes they'll literally say, oh, hear things. They can hear what the mum's saying. They can hear, or they can hear music, and they love the music, certain music that they love, and they can hear it all through the womb, and that stays with them all through their life. So when you're pregnant with a little baby in your tummy, just don't be swearing and play some nice music, because it stays with your subconscious mind. And then someone like me in 40 years' time will hypnotize them, and they'll say, God, I can't stand 60s music. And that's because that's all they heard as they were in the womb. That's all. It's amazing. It's amazing what people say from their subconscious mind.
Well, Horoscopes is amazing. Thanks for answering, Helen, and for the compliment. This whole weekend has been so much fun and amazingly educational. Well, thank you very much for the compliment from you too. Betsy Palmer says, I would love to do future life progression. Christopher Hall, I'm just going to go through these quickly because we've got so much to talk about. Christopher, psychic development and white magic. You want to learn that? Yeah. And this book, where do you ask questions? Danny, where you've commented to ask where you ask questions is where you ask questions. Linda says, very important to protect your energy, especially at night. Totally agree. So you don't wander off anywhere.
That's right. That's right.
Kelly says, yes, agree. Thank you. I need to learn how to shut down at night. That's obviously, Helen from the workshops. That's how we all kind of know each other. So contact her and she'll help you. Kathleen says, when my son was a baby, I dreamt that that's sad. I dreamt that he died. I was screaming, and then my grandma was there. I begged her to tell God to bring my baby back. She spread out her arms and prayed to the Lord to bring him back to me. Then I saw Jesus. He was holding my baby. He was wrapped in a towel, the whitest white I've ever seen, and he was wet. Jesus never spoke. He bent down and handed him to me. I always felt my baby died that night. Never will forget that dream. It was so real. Wow. Okay, can I just say something on that dream? Dream analysis is something that I love. And usually when you dream of a baby dying, it's the opposite. It's to do with you living. So something changed in you that night, rather than the baby. Something changed in you. White, when you're dreaming of white, that's the ultimate healing. White is the ultimate healing color. So that's where you're getting supercharged healing powers. So are you a healing? Was that Kath? What was the lady then? Kath? I'm sorry. Kathleen, are you a healer? Yeah. Are you a healer? Because that to me is more like you were receiving. Seeing Jesus, biblical, your mind was associating that with, coming to take your baby, when really it was you. You were being like reborn in a way. Wow. Ian says, me too on shutting down at night, though I have been better this last week apart from last night. Ian. Denny, are you with us, Helen? Sorry, guys. Helen's having a lot of issues with her internet connection. Helen, can you hear us? Okay, sorry, guys. Unfortunately, she's having a lot of problems. Oh, Christopher, you mean you practice white magic and have been developing intuition and psychic connection? Okay, right, okay. I will tell Helen when she comes back that's what you meant. Okay. The light's changing colours in Helen's room. Purple, green, and red. Okay. Hello. I think we're all going to have to learn telepathy here, because this computer thing's not working. I just need to send you all the. I don't know what's going on, because I knew it was too good to be true because it's been fine all day.
Yeah.
Dennis said, how do you help with people that suffer with low moods and depression?
Healing, 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 healing every time. I've been doing healing for many, many, many years since I was a child. And I can see low moods. I know it sounds odd. When I was little, I used to look at someone and I used to see portholes all the way down the body. I didn't realize that was your chakras. I just used to think, what are them holes around people's bodies? Some people have got black in them holes. And I would take away that black and suddenly they'd feel better. And I can see black moods and it's all around your head. And I would do healing on you, which is the most important thing, because then it just lifts your mood, makes you feel so different. And crystals, if I can't get to you, then crystals are really, really important for that. Different crystals do different things, but rhodonite is very good. It's a pink and black crystal. And if you put it in water, water holds memory. So if you put a crystal in water, all the healing properties of the crystal will go into the water, and then drink the water. And it's like drinking beautiful medicine, magical medicine, and it will help you. And rhodonite just lifts depression. It's fantastic.
Because you can Reiki water, can't you, as well?
Yeah, you can Reiki water. Yes, of course you can. You can, if you can do Reiki, you can Reiki yourself. I Reiki all my food anyway. I charge it. I charge everything. I charge my room. I charge my chair. I charge me. I charge everything with Reiki energy. So everything feels strong. When people come in this room, they always call it the crying room, because they can be very emotional when you first walk in, because there's a lot of healing, a lot of angels. I work with light energy. There's a lot of angels in here, and that just, again, it lifts your mood straight away. Go on. Sorry,
That's all right. Rosa, do you have a light changing colours in your room? The wall behind you is changing colours, purple, green and red.
Well, I'd love to say that's my aura, but I do have light changing colours everywhere. I have light changing colours everywhere. Yes, it's very, my room is very magical. It's like being in all towers when you come in here. There's a lot of lights. So yeah, yeah.
Going back to Chris, what you were saying earlier about magic. He said he meant that he practices white magic and has been developing intuition and psychic connection for several years.
Fantastic. I love white magic.
Talking about himself.
Yeah, I love white magic. It's fantastic. I've done that many white. My mother, again, because I was very lucky, my mother understood all this. And she used to say to me, I used to say, Mom, so when I grow up, I think I'd like to be an actress or something. And my mum used to say, no, Helen, you want to be a white witch. Come on, you've got to be a white witch. That was my mother. We were so into all the magic of things. And my sister, she does a lot of herbal lotions and potions and magical angel codes in there. And it's all beautiful. So when it comes to white magic, I do believe that anyone can be healed with white magic. So it's about intent. As long as you're thinking the right thoughts and you're putting it intent, then anyone can be helped with that. So yeah, so keep up the good work doing your white magic.
So that is something we discussed yesterday, about intention, positivity, and so on. Linda says, Helen is one amazing healer. She has healed me every time I have to have a procedure. Then they're always clear.
Thank you, Linda. Thank you very much, Linda. Yes, I do. If somebody's got a real problem, then I want to heal them. I don't want them to have a problem. None of us should be walking around with illnesses. We shouldn't have problems. So I believe there's an answer for everything. So once we get to the root cause of it, whether it's from this life or a past life, then we can let that go and start to create a good space inside someone. I think everyone should be attuned to Reiki. You know, I do, honestly, because self-healing is so important. And I think if we could all have the power, I've done that before. I used to work in a hospice with people, and I used to attune them to Reiki energy, and I'd do my healing on them, and I'd say, right now, this is how you're going to do it on yourself. And there was a certain hospice that I worked in. I used to live in Jersey in the Channel Islands, and in them days, all this was highly illegal and highly frowned upon. So I used to sneak me into the hospice to help people, because I just wanted everyone to feel good. And I always remember one of the main nurses there saying, I can't understand the hospice. Nobody has any pain here. Nobody has any pain. And they're all in such good form, good spirits every day. Because I always think, you know, we all have a certain date the end of life date stamped on our head, but we don't have to be ill leading up to that date. So it's all about living your life, living your best life, living your life to its fullest, and keeping those chakras. It's all about your chakras, keeping them healed and balanced, so you can live your best life.
Danny says the brain has never been proved by science that it creates conscious. Some studies say conscious is received. What are your thoughts on this?
Science and me don't really get on because nothing I do is proved by science, nothing. But I have shrunken tumors. I have done lots of amazing things, and with healing energy and with psychic powers, and I've had studies done on me, and I've been under, people's scientists' watchful eyes for many, many years. And there was one scientist that came to see me to work out what I was doing and how, he was saying, subconscious, he was talking about hypnosis was very, it affects people's mind. It's not a good thing. And he was explaining all these things. Everything I was doing was not good. And that was about 15 years ago. And since then, he's been one of my best clients because he always says, I don't know what you're doing. I can't understand it. I just know I feel great. And it's about healing energy. And what I always say as well, some people will say to me, you're just telling me I'm going to feel better. You're putting me in your color changing room and telling me I'm going to feel better, and that's why I feel better. But my answer to that is, you can heal a dying plant, and the plant doesn't know you're going to make it feel better. It's about energy that you're using. That energy is creating good health. It's universal energy. I channel it through from me to you, and you will blossom just like the plant will blossom.
Christopher says, Helen, what are your thoughts on the power of amethyst and other crystals?
I love crystals. I absolutely adore crystals. I live my life with crystals.
I knew you were going to say that.
I do. I just love crystals. Crystals are solarized sunlight, and they have a frequency. Now, if oh my goodness, I've got them everywhere. So say, for example, this is a record keeper. This is a record keeper. Do you know what a record keeper is? This is very special because in here, this goes back. This is where ancient civilizations have imprinted the records of where they lived in here. And you have to meditate with the record keeper, and then you'll start to get access to all the ancients of how they would have lived their life, the very special record keepers. But basically, crystals in general have different frequencies. So sometimes they're just chunks of rock until they're programmed. I do a lot of virtual healing. So I will set up my crystals, program them to heal that person. So if I was doing healing on you, Karen, I'd be setting my crystal up to heal you. That's it, aimed at you. So you are programming them. So yes, I do believe that there's different frequencies with different crystals. I do a lot of aura imaging. I take photographs of people's aura to show them the difference after they've had the healing. And if somebody holds a crystal in the hand and they're having the aura photograph taken, everything goes white. It's quite amazing how it affects your soul, how it affects your body. They are absolutely amazing. I can't tell you enough how amazing crystals are. They are little frequencies, and when it comes to psychic development, amethyst is the one. It connects straight to your third eye. So put amethyst under your pillow, go to sleep that night, and you'll have loads of psychic dreams, and it will eventually train you up so you've got a very finely tuned clairvoyance.
Okay, Chris says, full blue moon on the 31st. Lovely people. A great time for casting a circle. Calling upon the elements, setting your intention and goals, building energy, and casting white magic spells.
Completely agree. Yeah. So this, wow. Halloween, Samhain is my favorite time of year because it's not just, the commercial trick-or-treating. It really is where the veil is at its thinnest. It really is where they say the dead walk the earth. The dead walk the earth quite a lot, but we see them that night. I'm feeling it now. The veil is thinning as we're coming up to the 31st. The spirit world's getting stronger. I'm seeing things more. People that don't usually see the spirit world are seeing things more. But when it comes to the full moon, it's so magical. I love moon magic. I've lived by moon magic all my life. When, you know, when it's waning, we let go of things. When it's waxing, we bring things to us. And when it's a full moon, wow, that power, there's not another moon like this till another 19 years. So to have this full moon on such a magical night.
On Halloween as well, yeah.
I can't believe the power that's going to be that night. I'm doing an investigation that night, and the power, I just know it's going to blow my head off. Everybody that night, just put your wishes out there, guys. Write your wishes down and put them on the windowsill, because that big moon energy on that night, it will be affected. It will help to make your dreams come true. Also, leave a chair at the table and leave a place for someone, because that's the night your loved ones and your ancestors come. So Samhain is beautiful. You know, make a feast and break bread with your ancestors, because they will come and join you. You'll be amazed at what you see and what you feel that night.
I've got someone talking in my ear, not now. Sorry. That's twice today now. I'm distracted today. I'm sorry. I haven't got time. Alison said Helen is the best tarot card reader I have ever been to. She's just mentioned Jersey, and I was lucky enough to know her then. When she does healing for you, you will feel this and feel so relaxed and peaceful.
Oh, thank you so much, Alison. I've recently set up. So you see, all my life, I've done this all my life, and I love it. I love people. I love healing. I love doing my readings, love doing my hypnosis, love the paranormal realms. So everything, that's why this marathon's my dream. I could just talk for the whole 42 hours. I absolutely love it. But I've just recently set up my own little Patreon site, which is my own little exclusive club. So I've got my now, it's so good. And literally last week, for the first time ever, and Alison, bless her, is one of them, that I literally took everybody with me on Zoom on my little iPad. Took my iPad, got everybody there with me. I'm holding them all tight, and I took them with me on an investigation. So they're all lying in bed with the blankets over them. Oh, I'm scared. And I was like, come on, go down the cellar, come on. And I took them all with me. And then I allowed them to do call outs rather than just me doing a call out. So it's the best front row seat you can have on an investigation. You're safe within my arms. You come in with me, but it means that you get to do an investigation from the comfort of your own home. So that's my new little exclusive club. It's so exciting. So it's on Patreon. So all my patrons get to come with me. And then I send virtual healing to all my patrons. And then we do something spooky just happened in my room then.
I had that.
Something just blew in my room. That was exciting. So I do virtual healing, hypnosis, and Zoom tarot with my little patrons. So it's just brilliant. It's a club that I'm building up. It's so exciting.
So if people want to contact you and get involved in that, where will they find you?
Well, my website, heavenlyhelen.co.uk, everything is on there. So, you know, all me classes, my online classes, all my Patreon details, it's all on there. Me Facebook and me Twitter, it's all on there. But I've got my Facebook, Heavenly Helen, my Twitter at Heavenly Helen. But if you just go on the website, you can't go wrong, because it's all the details are on there. But it is a great club to join, because you see, my waiting list is the problem. My waiting list is a year long. So I can't get to everybody. And so many people that need healing. And it breaks my heart, because they'll phone me up and say, I'm so poorly. Could you book me in this week? I'm like, no, I've got nothing until 2021 next year, at the end of next year. I've got 600 people on my waiting list, and I can't get through it all. So this way, this club means that it's a subscription service. And then I dedicate my little time I have off, my evenings, to my patrons. It's great. So that I can send you healing and do your readings. So you sort of get to the front of my virtual queue. That's the best way of saying it.
Well, Helen, I'm sorry to say that we didn't even cover half the subject we wanted to cover.
It's gone too quick.
And the time has literally ran away with us. So I'm so sorry to say, everybody, but Helen's going to have to leave us, which means we'll have to get her back on a future show. Of course, we'll definitely get you back and have a chat at another time. I think next time we need a 2-hour slot. But I will. The Keep On Chatting show will be returning after this weekend. I am going to make a conscious effort to bring it back for everybody, because there's so many people I've talked to this weekend that I want to talk to more, and we've literally run out of time every time. So we'll get you on there when when all this is over and I've had a good rest, and then I will think about that. So I want to say thank you to everybody watching. Thank you, Helen. It's very much appreciated.
And everyone that's been watching, I've been sending healing to. I'm sort of doing it constantly, sending healing. So everyone should feel a few tingles that have been, you know, asking questions. You feel a few tingles, and it's because you've been getting some healing sent to you. So a little bit of magic in the air today.
Thank you, Helen. And thank you all for watching. Please stay with me, everybody. On the next stream, we will have the Bishop and Exorcist James Cloud. So please meet me in about 5 minutes when I will be chatting to him. Thank you, Helen, and thank you to everybody that's watching and supporting us. It's very much appreciated.
Thank you. Bye.